This review is coming out later than I intended. Hell, this isn't even the original audio recorded for this. New information has come to light that this review will somewhat reflect on. That said, I don't want to make this video super long as I have other shit I need to work on, so let's get started.
Let's do it.
I'm going to give Chris Terrio and J.J. Abrams the benefit of the doubt here, since Disney did a whole shit ton of corporate meddling in regards to the final product of this movie. That said, I'm not sure if it would have been that good to begin with, since what came out just seems to line up with the original leaked cut of the movie's plot, which was still fucking bad, but I digress. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is a clusterfuck of a movie that tries to pander to Star Wars fans in the most insane, nonsensical way possible by creating a movie full of please clap moments that are poorly stitched together to form some sort of narrative to conclude the Skywalker Saga, as it's called now, since Disney will inevitably need to go back to whore out Star Wars again when they make a new trilogy sometime in the future. That said, it's okay if you enjoyed this film. I didn't, however. I thought it was absolutely fucking garbage. Disney realized fans weren't super happy with The Last Jedi, which, while it isn't as bad as the Lost Star Wars fans seem to make it out to be, it's still a fairly mediocre film due to Rian Johnson's bizarre narrative on failure that Empire Strikes Back ultimately did a lot better in its conclusion. Granted, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if there's corporate meddling in the process of that film too, so, you know. The original review had a spoiler section, but I'm not really going to delve into the plot too much, so the only thing I'm really spoiling is something that all the promotional media spoiled from the get-go anyway. Honestly feel like even as dumb as it was they did this, bringing back Emperor Palpatine for one last stand against Jedi might be one of the weakest parts of the movie. If you didn't know Palpatine was in this film for some reason, Disney really wanted to make it a selling point that he was returning in this film, to the point that they have a reference to the movie in their crossover event with Fortnite, which is referenced in the title crawl of this film. I feel like Ian McDiarmid wasn't given the best possible role they could have made if they wanted Palpatine to be the selling point of this film, as he doesn't really get a real opportunity to ham it up, which is truly a damn shame. In closing, I think Disney succeeded with their Please Clap campaign when making a movie, since even though it was critically reviewed badly, which, don't get me wrong, doesn't really mean jack shit, since most critics have a stick up their ass. The film seems to be reviewing well with people nostalgic for the earlier movies, even if the movie is just filled with, hey, please clap here moments. Furthermore, and the hottest take I have for this review, it's kinda wild that Disney managed to make a trilogy even worse than the prequel trilogy, which wasn't as terrible as I was led to believe. They were masterpieces, but for years I avoided them as some god-awful plague on cinema, and honestly they're fine. They're not good films aside from Revenge of the Sith, but they aren't ones that made me want to blow my brains out either. And there's stuff I could even joke about while watching those films, so yeah. This review is ending with the hot take that the prequel trilogy is better than the sequel trilogy. That's it. The next video should be on my top 10 video games of 2019. If everything goes well, that video should be coming out fairly shortly, so look forward to that. If you liked the content in this review and perhaps want to see more content like this, why not go ahead and do that like, comment, and subscribe meme of sorts. If you want to support me further than that, you can either donate via PayPal or subscribe over on patreon.com/snowdrag.